and welcome to Enjoy English School.
欢迎来到 Enjoy 英语学院。
I'm Stevie.
And I'm Laurie.
Today and tomorrow, we're looking at our business English lesson. And today, we're going to have a dialogue about interviewing for a job.
所以呢，今天跟明天2天呢，我们都要来看到商用英语的单元。那么这个标题中文的标题是求职面试那么呢，所以显然我们今天跟明天会学到一些跟求职面试有相关的单字跟片语。那么如果各位同学之后毕业要进入社会的话呢，这个有可能是可以用得到的。所以我们赶快来一起看看吧。
Interviewing for a job. Dialogue A.
Steve is at a job interview with Iris, the personnel manager.
Thanks for coming here today, Steve. I'd like to start by asking why you are interested in working for our company.
Thank you for meeting with me. I think working for Ivy Management Consultants would be a great experience. You're one of the leading companies in this field and have a great reputation.
We're looking at several candidates for this position. Tell me why we should choose you over the others.
Even though I'm young, I've gained a lot of sales experience over the years. In addition, I have the necessary qualities to do the job.
Let's talk more about having the right qualities. What would you say are your strengths?
One of my strong points is my work ethic. I believe it's important to work hard no matter how simple a task is. Furthermore, I'm a very resourceful person.
What about your weaknesses?
I would have to say that I sometimes take on too much responsibility.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I hope to be in a more senior position by that time. My goal is to get into management.
Okay, Steve. We'll be making our decision in a few days, so we'll be in touch with you soon.
Okay, so here in our dialogue, we have Steve and Iris. Not Stevie, not me, Steve and Iris. So Steve is at a job interview with Iris, the personnel manager. So we have Steve and Iris. He's at a job interview with Iris. Now, if we say he is at a job interview, is he giving the interview or is he the one getting an interview?
Getting an interview.
Yes. He is at a job interview with Iris, who is the personnel manager. Personnel in Taiwan loves to say, how's the HR the?
对
Personnel just means human resources, HR. Okay. So she is the manager who is in charge of people.
对
Yeah.
所以呢，我们来看到今天一开始这个对话它的设定呢有2位角色 Steve 跟 Iris。那么呢，这个对话的情境是什么呢？就是 Steve 呢，他跟这个 Iris 这位人事的经理正在进行一场求职的面试。
So we start out, Iris says, thanks for coming here today, Steve. So thank you for coming here.
对，很简单。
Simple.
对，所以呢 ，Iris 一开始说：“谢谢你今天来到我们这儿，Steve。”
So I'd like to start by asking why you are interested in working for our company. So my first question is, why do you want to work here?
对
Yeah.
其实简单是这样。
She's asking that in a nice professional way.
对
Okay? Because this is a job interview. If it was just Laurie, me and Laurie, we're good friends, old friends. We've known each other a long time. So why do you want to work here?
对，就这样问就好了。
Yeah. But I want to start by asking you why you are interested in working for our company.
对，所以呢，其实这一段话的这个它的比较简单版本的话，就是我的第一个问题就是你为什么要来我们公司工作？这样，但是呢。比较就像刚刚 Stevie 老师讲的，比较专业的版本的话呢，就是我们现在看到的句子。他说 I would like to， 这已经是一个很有礼貌的开头我想要 start 开始 开始什么当然是这个 interview 嘛，哦，然后呢 by 就是借由什么 by asking 哦，借由来问你，然后后面的这个句子为什么你有兴趣在我们公司工作
？Yeah. So Steve says, thank you for meeting with me. I appreciate you taking this time. Thank you for meeting me. This is just normal politeness.
对，就是一个也是很有礼貌的回答啦哦，
Yeah.
说谢谢你呢哦来见我，谢谢你花时间见我这样。
And then he starts to answer the question. I think working for Ivy management consultants would be a great experience. So he's basically saying, I think this would be a good experience. I think I would really like it here. It would be a great experience. That's the first thing he says.
所以呢，首先他就回答了啊，他说：“我认为啊，我觉得呢，如果能够在 Ivy 管理顾问公司工作的话呢 ，would be 将会是 a great experience， 一个很棒的体验，很棒的经验。”
And then he says, you're one of the leading companies in this field and have a great reputation. So you're one of the leading companies. If you are a leading company, then you're one of either the best, maybe you're one that makes the most money, maybe you're one that's the most famous. So leading could mean many things.
对，
But it means that you're at the top. Yeah.
所以呢，接下来他就进一步再说了啊，他说 you 就是指贵公司啊，就是呢这个领域里面，你看到 in this field， 这里的 field 指的是领域啊，所以在这个领域里面呢，你们是领头公司之一啊。这里的 leading 你可以翻领头，当然你也可以翻龙头，都可以啊。然后呢，有着很棒的名声 ，reputation 就是名声的意思。
Yeah. So students, right here, I want to give you a little advice. Oh, I think you're one of the top companies. I think working here would be great. All right, that's nice. What you should say, just helping you, is, well, you are one of the best companies, and I want to learn how to be the best. So I want to learn how to be the best and work here with the best. You need to still, because if you say, "Oh, you're great and you're in the top, so I want to be here," that's kind of,
普通
yeah, everybody wants that. But if you tell them, you're the best and I want to learn from you how to be the best, that also tells them, oh, this person is a thinker and this person has goals. Okay, like we do. Yeah.
所以呢，这里 Stevie 老师在补充的是说呢，我们的这位求职者 Steve 他呢讲的本来是说，就是你们是很棒的公司，所以我觉得在你们公司工作很棒，这样很普通
Yeah.
但是如果你回答说你们是很棒的公司，所以我想要在这里跟你们学习如何变得是很棒的话呢，他就会觉得你是有在思考，而且你有一个 goal 就是目标，
Yeah.
所以这样子的话会加分。
And so now, Iris says, we're looking at several candidates for this position. Candidate just means that you might get chosen for something. You're a candidate. So it could be a candidate for a job. It could be a candidate for like a mayor, 市长, or a president, or candidate just means you're trying to have somebody pick you for something.
对。
So, we are looking at several. We're looking at quite a few, actually, candidates for this position.
所以呢，接下来呢，这个 Iris 他就说了，我们呢现在正在 we are looking 的意思是我们正在考虑，我们正在看有几位这个职位 for this position， 这个 position 是职缺这个职位这个职缺的几个应征者的候选人这样子。
Tell me why we should choose you over the others. When we say over the others, that just means why should we pick you? Put you on the top of the list. Why should we pick you over these other people? Tell me why you're special.
然后接着呢，他就直接跟他说请你告诉我为什么我们应该选择你而不是其他人呢？
And then Steve has a pretty good answer. He says, even though I'm young, I've gained a lot of sales experience over the years. So he's telling her, yeah, I am young. Even, I'm young, but I have learned, I've gained. When you say you gain experience, that means you've gotten more and more. Okay? So I have gained a lot of sales experience over the years. So I'm young, but I'm not new.
对。
I've learned some things.
所以呢，接下来 Steve 就回答他说，尽管我很年轻，但是我已经获得了很多的这个销售的经验，在 over the years 是在这些年来，我已经有了很多销售的工作经验。
In addition, I have the necessary qualities to do the job. So, because this is really a short dialogue, normally we would probably list the qualities. I'm hardworking, I'm honest, I'm loyal, I'm blah, blah, blah. But we don't have time for that. 坦白讲, right? So, in addition, I don't just have sales experience. I also have the qualities that you need to do this job that are necessary. I have the necessary qualities to do the job that you want me to do.
所以呢，接下来他说，此外我也具备了 我具备了 the necessary 是必须的、必备的一些特质是 qualities to do the job 来做好这份工作我有那些必备的特质。
Yeah. So, I don't know. So far, he's doing okay, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll find out more in just a minute. Okay, looking at the next part. So, Steve, he's trying to tell her, hey, I'm good for this job. I have experience and I have the qualities that you need for this job. So now, Iris says, oh, okay. Let's talk more about having the right qualities. If you want to talk about the right qualities, let's talk more about that.
所以呢，这个时候 Iris 既然听到他说他有一些这个必备的特质的话呢，他就说那就让我们来多谈论一些关于拥有这些正确的特质的部分吧。
Yeah. What would you say are your strengths? So what would you say you're good at? What would you say are your strong aspects? What are your strengths?
所以这里呢，他就问他了，他说：“那你会说你的强项是什么呢？”这里的 strength 我们可以翻成强项那么就是表示是他这个厉害的地方。
Yeah. And Steve says, one of my strong points is my work ethic. So one of my strong points is my work ethic. When we say work ethic, we're talking about not just your attitude about work, but how you work. Okay? If you're a person that, I never like to go to work and I just do as little as I can, and then we would say you do not have a strong or a good work ethic. So having a good work ethic means you are a hard worker and you are reliable and a lot of things. But he says, one of my strong points is my work ethic.
所以呢，接下来 Steve 就回答了他说呢，我的强项之一这里的 strong points 强项，我的强项之一呢，就是我呢这个工作的时候很敬业的一个态度。那这个敬业就包含了很多东西，就像刚刚 Stevie 老师讲的不是只有一样而已。
And then he says, I believe it's important to work hard. Okay, So he is saying he's a hard worker. All right. That's good. Most companies need that. So I believe it's important to work hard, no matter how simple a task is. This is important as well. So even if it's something easy, I think I need to work hard. I'm still going to do my best. So I think it's important to work hard no matter how simple a task or a job is. So a lot of people do that.
That's
right.
right.
They're like, this is easy. 我就随便做. Yeah.
That's right. 所以呢，接下来他说了，他说我相信就是这件事情是很重要的。什么事呢？就是不论这个任务有多么的简单，都应该要非常努力的去做。
And I just want to give you an example of this. Something that's really easy that I notice. Growing up in America, I love to eat sandwiches. 美国人很爱吃三明治.
Okay.
Right? And, in Taiwan, they have Subway.
对.
Right? Well, I know it looks like you just cut the bread and put things on and close it and eat it, right? But how you put things on a sandwich really changes the way it tastes and feels in your mouth.
Okay.
Okay, I know some people are like, that's weird. But it's true. And so when you see people who think, so easy to make a sandwich, I just throw those things on. And so it's an easy, simple thing to do, to make a sandwich. But if you learn how to make a sandwich the correct way, even though it's easy, if you do it right, the taste and the texture, 它的口感 will be totally different.
Oh.
And so I notice things like that because I like to cook.
Yeah.
看得出来哈，我爱做菜，我也爱吃。And so when you go to a Subway shop, you can see some people, they're really working hard to make a good sandwich.
They care.
They care about what they're doing. And other people are just, 你要什么? Okay. Here. 真的有差别.
Okay.
Yeah, so 我不是在帮 Subway 打广告, okay? I'm just giving you an example of working hard and caring about something no matter how simple it is.
Okay.
好，对我来讲很重要。
所以，但是 Stevie 老师这边给的这个例子很好，这个是一个很好的 sample 就是呢，这个如果因为做三明治可以说是够简单的事情了，对不对？但是如果你够努力，而且你够在乎的话呢，你可以把它做的跟不在乎的人做出来的是完全不一样的三明治。
Yeah.
It does make a difference.
Yeah. And then, so now back to the article. Now Steve says, furthermore, or even more than this, I'm a very resourceful person. Resourceful, meaning I figure out problems. I figure out how to do things.
OK. 所以呢，他说进一步的再来讲的话呢，还有的意思更进一步的话，我也是一个非常机敏的人resourceful 这个字呢，指的就是很机敏、很机智的人。
And now she says, what about your weaknesses? Oh, good question.
所以 Iris 就问他了，他说：“那你的缺点、你的弱项在哪里呢？”
And he says, I would have to say that I sometimes take on too much responsibility. So this is saying I try to do too much. I think I try to do too many things at one time.
Okay.
I take on too much responsibility.
所以呢，他就回答他说：“我可能必须要说呢，我有的时候呢承担太多的责任了那所以呢就把自己可能搞的这个事情就太多了这样。”
And now Iris says, where do you see yourself in 5 years? So what do you think you're going to be doing in 5 years? What do you see in your head?
这里的话，英文我们看到他说 Where do you see yourself？ 你看你自己的时候，在5年后你看到在哪里但是这是直译，但是其实意思就是说，你觉得5年后你会变成什么样子？
Yeah,
对，
that's what that means. And he says, I hope to be in a more senior position by that time. So a more senior position. In 5 years, I hope to have moved up.
对。
Yeah.
就是很简单，是这样讲。
Yeah.
我希望呢，我可以在那个时候呢，已经到了比较资深的、比较高阶的位置。
My goal is to get into management. So my goal is to be part of management.
对，那我的目标呢，就是能够进入管理阶层。
So Iris says, okay, Steve, we'll be making our decision in a few days. So we'll be in touch with you soon. To be in touch with somebody just means we'll contact you soon.
对，没错。所以他说，好的 ，Steve， 那我们呢会在这个几天之内呢做出我们的决定，所以我们呢会在很快的跟你联系的。
So, good luck, Steve. I hope you get the job. We'll find out later, I guess, if you get it or not. But that is our dialogue for today. Now, we're going to come right back with our vocabulary and phrases for today. Okay, today, looking at our words and phrases that we learned, we talked about leading companies. So we learned the word leading. We also talked about position. You know, they were looking for people for that position in the company. We learned the word to gain something, to get something more, to learn something. We also learned the word strength. You know, tell me about your strengths and your weakness. Tell me about your weaknesses. So what things are you good at and not so good at, maybe bad at? We also learned the word responsibility. Steve sometimes takes on too much responsibility. And we learned the word senior, like a senior position. And we learned the phrase to be in touch with somebody, like to contact. Hey, I'll be in touch with you sometime next week. I'll contact you sometime next week. All right, those are our words and phrases for this week. We'll find out more about what happens with Steve's interview tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.